It is my pleasure to introduce our senior class president, Mark Jbeily.
Thank you, Courtney. Faculty, administration, family, friends, and graduates, it is my distinct honor to stand before you today on behalf of the senior class. As I was contemplating my remarks, I knew that our class deserved a subject equal in grandeur to the scale of our achievement that we celebrate today. The one thing that kept popping into my mind was a trip my family and I took the summer of my sophomore year to visit the Mount Rushmore National Memorial in South Dakota. Though we've all seen this monument in pictures, it is only when you stand before it that you understand the awesome scale of these 60-foot edifices carved into the mountainside. While tourists excitedly snap pictures, our park ranger, Bill, explained the history of the monument. The 4 presidents depicted, Washington, Jefferson, Lincoln, and Roosevelt, were all chosen because they were the men who led and embodied the values of this nation during eras of great change. These were the men who carried us through our most formative years, who stood up and answered the call amidst raging storms and gathering clouds. 4 men, 4 eras, 4 years. Our time at Westwood has had equal significance in shaping who we are. What these men have done for our country, Westwood has done for us. Because you see, the birthing of a nation that George Washington presided over is not unlike our freshman year. Like our forefathers, we entered the world of Westwood wide-eyed and confused. For Washington and his colleagues, the key was to show the world, most notably the British, that the United States was strong and ready for the challenge before her. For us, it was avoiding being stuffed into a football locker and negotiating the labyrinth of hallways. Just like a young nation, we young freshmen were insecure of our place, but ready to meet the challenge before us. Then sophomore year rolled around, and there Thomas Jefferson stood ready. This, like America's, was a pivotal moment in our history. For Thomas Jefferson, his defining moment was the Louisiana Purchase. Manifest destiny, the belief that this people, this system, this nation deserved a full continent to reach its true potential. We, like a rapidly expanding America, now had legitimacy in the school, enough knowledge of the system to make it through the day, and we were able to define who we were, and more importantly, who we would be. This was the moment where the hesitancy of youth was replaced by confidence in our abilities and in ourselves. Yet, as is true of all great parables, soon came conflict that would rock our nation to its core. Brothers fighting brothers, and good old Abe stuck in between. For us, junior year was less dramatic, but no less significant. At times, studies felt like we were fighting a constant war of attrition. But when it came down to May, the annual marathon of exams, we found strength in each other through frantic 2 a.m. chat sessions, through midnight Whataburger runs, and most importantly, through the calm and reassuring voice of a friend telling you that you could do it. Just like Lincoln's America, the friendship and community that kept us together these 4 years made us equal and greater to the challenge that we faced. Finally came senior year, with Teddy Roosevelt at the helm. This was the key time of transition for our country, the time when we as a nation completed our transformation from a motivated group of rebels to a benevolent world power. The time when we as students shed the cloth of childhood and donned the cloak of adulthood. Our time to take the next step. To the teachers who have prepared us for the next step, thank you for your service and tireless effort. To Ms. Sines especially, your wisdom, guidance, and essay revisions have been invaluable. I kept your red pen busy, and for that I am grateful, and I hope this wasn't too trite. But to all the teachers present today, I have one humble request. Coming from a student proud of his school and his program's rigor, please do not compromise your standards. I know you work too long, too hard, for too little, but only you can hold students accountable. This nation needs you to demand excellence from every student you teach, because in the words of Henry Kissinger, a diamond is a chunk of coal made good under pressure, and we need diamonds more than ever today. To my IB family, you cheered my successes and cushioned my failures, and though I am an immigrant of sorts amongst your ranks, thank you for always making me feel at home. To my dear friend Rishi Goel, your friendship brought me strength, your laughter brought me joy, and your tireless dedication to Westwood through Student Council taught me the meaning of true leadership. To my special friend Vivian Shaw, you have been a wise advisor, a trustworthy confidant, one of my strongest advocates, a tireless competitor, and most of all, a steadfast and loyal friend. Thanks for the little things. To my younger sisters, Laura and Stephanie, thank you for filling up my bottle late at night, packing me a lunch in the morning, and everything you did to get me along these 4 years. Though suitors beware, hell hath no fury like an older brother scorned. To my father, thank you for having the courage to dream of a better life and for immigrating from Lebanon so that I may reap the benefits of opportunities that you never had. To my mommy, you carried me, you cried for me, and you always cooked for me. You raised me to be a man, and I hope I've done well so far. I'm sorry I dodged your kisses when you dropped me off at school, but after today, I promise you can have all the kisses you want. Oh yeah, and thanks for that trip to Mount Rushmore. To this day, I still remember Ranger Bill's parting words to the tour group. With all the poise and theater of Shakespeare himself, he boldly proclaimed, "Ladies and gentlemen, there's room on Mount Rushmore for one more." As his eyes panned across the small crowd, he continued, "That will be the place reserved for a person who steps up and leads with character and strength." Then, in a hushed tone, he said to us, and that person could be among us today, "Graduates, as you prepare to take your walk across the stage, remember what Ranger Bill said. There is room on Mount Rushmore for one more. No matter what your calling is in life, be it medicine, business, service, or government, there's room on Mount Rushmore for one more. The task before you is by no means easy, but just as Jefferson, Washington, Lincoln, and Roosevelt did, we each have it within ourselves to choose unity over division, excellence over mediocrity, and tenacity over impotence to earn our spot on Mount Rushmore." Thank you.